Hi guys, and thank you so much for coming again to another one of my YouTube channel videos. Now, please forgive me. I know I've been away for ages. I've been so busy, and thanks to one of my followers, who I'm gonna put down there, she suggested that, you know, I just keep you guys updated, you know, walk around with my camera so you know, you guys can really see what I'm doing and not me just, you know, sitting here and, you know, giving you advice. So yeah, as I've said, I've been so busy, and recently I done a few test shoots, which I haven't done for absolute ages, but you know, I always speak about how valuable test shoots can be. So I've done that. I've also been working with this amazing singer called Samantha Harvey, and you know, if you're following me on social media, you would see some of the stuff that I'm doing with her, which has been really amazing. Here is her, you know, her handles so that you guys can follow her as well. You know, I love having a client that I am obsessed with. I love having a client that I believe strongly in as well. Now, I've also done a shoot with a brand called Twisted Halo. Now, they are really interesting. It's an alcoholic brand, but they mix like coconut water with like lime and all that sort of stuff. It's absolutely delicious. I think it's stocked in like Harvey Nichols and Whole Foods, I think it is as well. But you know, it is absolutely amazing. Again, great brand to work with. I have done a blog on my behind the scenes. It's really cool. So guys, like, if I'm not even posting anything out here, please do follow me on my other platforms as well, because I do want you to keep up with what I'm doing. So I thought it'd be a really interesting thing to show you me pulling, so you can see from, you know, behind the scenes in a way of what I've done, you know, all the things that I didn't get to film. I'm really going to talk it through with you guys now, so I hope you enjoy. So every time that I'm pulling, I tend to organize my shoots. Now, I spoke about this in mastering the photo shoot process. I really organize all of the pickups that I have to do on a shoot and make sure that even like the underground lines, they're grouped together, you know, and I find that notes helps me a lot. Now, as you can see, like, what I've done is I've grouped all the designers that I'm going to pick up from. This makes it quick and accessible. I know that sometimes I've emailed it to myself, but then you've got the issues of like underground, no reception in dodgy areas, and then you cannot access where you need to go. So I found that putting it in notes on my iPhone is really handy. Now, whatever phone you have, I'm sure there's some sort of notes section that you can do this with as well. It's really quick and easy. Or whether you're really old school and you kind of like want to jot it down in a pad, then, you know, feel free to do so. But it's just all a part of organization. So I'm hoping I'm on the right train. Yeah. So I just got on the train and I'm literally on my way to my first appointment. Today I'm starting really late, so hopefully I can catch up. Now, this is not a regular thing. I do not always carry my laptop with me. So with this test shoot that we were doing, we needed to book some models. So I was liaising with the photographer to pick some models from the modeling package that the agency has sent us. Now, I'm definitely going to do a video for you guys on how to book a model, but as you can see in this video, you can see that this is a models package that they have sent to us, and all we basically do is pick which models we want, and they go and check the availability, and then we, you know, come to an agreement to book a model. I'm telling you, Google Maps is my, oh, it's my all. It's my everything. I mean, where would I go in London or, you know, out of London, wherever it is, where would I go without Google Maps? Now, as you've, you know, sectioned out, you know, I'm going to this design, I'm going to this and that. From notes, if you click onto it, you know, you copy and you just paste it right into Google Maps, it makes it so easy to find the location. I mean, Google Maps has found me designers who are hidden in like tiny nooks and crannies, which are really, really hard to find. So it's all about planning your journey and make sure that you have some form of navigation. You know, a navigation system just like Google is perfect for you. So as you can see in the video, this is literally a designer PR's showroom. Now this one, a few brands are sharing the space, and as you can see, like, it literally is, the collections are out on rails, and you literally can go to your PR contact and say, you know, which brands can I pull from. They will direct you to the correct roles which you can pull from, and then literally it goes from there. Just start getting creative and picking out bits and pieces which fit your brief. Oh my god, it's absolutely freezing, but I've just finished my first pickup, so now I'm about to do my second. So I finally got to my second appointment, and there's so many floors to walk up. So I found a little corner and I'm putting my suitcase there. Lord knows that every stylist needs some energy, I guarantee you, and I've spoken about this on, you know, my video series of how to become a stylist. It's so important for me not to paint this magical vision, you know, for you guys. It takes a lot of energy, and literally, you know, you'll go to a lot of designers, PRs, and they literally are up 3 flights of stairs. Now imagine if you've picked up like 4 lots of PR or designer clothing, your suitcase is going to be heavy and you're going to have to lug it up them stairs. So luckily, sometimes you can leave it in doorways. It's so dangerous, and I'm always keeping an eye out, but this is a possibility. Now if you can, pull it up and pull it into that showroom, because, you know, unless it is a secured area, you are at risk and you are liable for all those pieces of clothing. You know, be responsible, know when it is a risk and know when it's not, seriously. So this was another showroom that I went to, and I'd made my selections, and here I've just kind of showed you them processing the garments. Now, always remember that when you go to a showroom and you're pulling items, apart from asking what brands can you pull from if you haven't been told before, also ask how many samples you can pull. This will allow you then to kind of prioritize which samples you're going to pick. You know, if you're allowed to have as many as you want, you can maybe, you know, go for some other risky bits. But otherwise, you know, if you've got a restricted amount, you're going to go for solid, strong pieces which are fitting your brief. Now, me personally, I hate pulling rolls and rolls of clothing. I always kind of, you know, pick a selection of clothes and then kind of edit it down. I think about things, I think about what I've pulled before, you know, what can I style this with, is this gonna work, you know, etc, etc. You know, just be really smart in the way that you're pulling, so that, you know, you can be efficient, and, you know, your suitcase is not going to be filled up for no reason and you're not going to use the stuff. Now, after they've processed all the clothing, they tend to kind of write up each item of clothing and they give you a docket. Now this is good for them because they know exactly what samples have gone out of the studio, and this is also good for you because when you're doing returns, you get to kind of do a little checklist. Make sure that you get a copy of the docket, so this can keep you efficient. Now I sometimes I like to group all the dockets that I get from each project, so that it helps me when I'm doing credits later on, so I know what samples that I have. And then also I have kind of proof that you know, I have a sample or I don't, you know, I've checked it off to say I've returned it, you know, all that sort of stuff. Here is an example that I have from like Adidas. Now here is like an example of all the bits that they give you. So that is an example of, see, where I've like checked off all the items that I have returned back to them, basically all the stuff that I did have. But this is an example to you of what a docket sheet would look like. Sometimes you get it, you know, printed. Sometimes I'll send it to you via email. Just make sure you have it. I am a really old school person, so I like having paperwork. I like printing out stuff. I like having, you know, solid physical proof of things. You know, I'm just that sort of person. So here I talk about packing the suitcase. Now in my video of mastering the photo shoot process, I've spoken about this as well. You know, I really, it's so important to me to uphold, you know, being a good fashion stylist and looking after the brand's clothing, accessories, whatever it is that they are loaning. You know, time and time again, even till now, I'm still speaking to brands who are having issues with clothing, whether it's chasing down clothing, you know, clothing is going missing, you know, we've got things being damaged, whatever it is. I'll be honest, like, I've had clothes that have been damaged before. You know, it's gonna probably happen to you once. Please try not to have a heart attack, even though you will feel like you need to have a heart attack. But you know what, just talk with the designer, be honest, you know, pay back for the sample, get insurance, whatever it is, but just do it properly. I had a jacket from Felder & Felder there, and I made sure, because it is embellished, because the designer said to me, look, please look after this piece, I've made sure that I've kept it on the top of the suitcase. I hope that this has helped you in some shape or form, and allowed you to see more closely of what it's like pulling clothes. Now don't forget to watch the video on how to, you know, get designers to loan you clothes, but this is kind of like the after step. Don't forget also to take a look on my new shop for you guys to feel inspired while you're working, whether it's your herbal tea or coffee or whatever it is. You can sip tea in style. And yeah, just, you know, support me in any way that you can, because I really do appreciate it. Also, don't forget to sign up to the workshop and mentoring links below. Thank you so much, guys, for your responses. You know, actually the mentoring is going better than I expected. I'm really grateful for those who have signed up and those who have just been patient with me as well, because you know that I'm self-employed and it is very hard to kind of get on top of stuff, because I'm doing a lot of planning behind the scenes for you guys. I know I keep saying this, but you will realize, you will see it. It's gonna come to fruition, I hope. If you like this video, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe and also share, because you know, the thing that I want to do is help as many people as possible, and I love that I can have this platform to, you know, make some difference in at least one person's life, because I know that not many people are sharing this. It was really difficult for me, you know, having to learn a lot of things by myself. So yes, please do share. Thank you so much again for coming to watch. So stay strong, stay positive, but most of all, stay slaying. Thank you so much. Bye. Eyes towards me.
Not gonna run his mouth. You need it, but when he done, probably